Okay, friends, I am so excited to share with you Mount Zion and the first church. Here we are looking at the towering edifices of the Catholic Church on an area in the old city of Jerusalem called Mount Zion. And what you're looking at is churches to Mary and obviously a cemetery and a tower. We've shown you many other videos, this tower. Now, Mount Zion, we're walking through here showing you those, is originally the place of the temple. And we know the temple was in the city of David. However, the early church, when they assembled in the upper room, when they assembled after Christ's crucifixion, they chose a place called what we now call Mount Zion. It's a section that's in the southern and western part of the old city. So there we can see the towering edifices of the tomb or whatever of Mary. Okay, and we're showing you these. These are very popular tourist location if you come here. Also, as we look at those, and we have those as a point of reference, over to our left here is the upper room and the tomb of David. Now, as we leave and we head south, we come upon something which is so exciting for me to share with you in this video, and that is this right here. This is the first church where the Apostle James and the early apostles met. They met in grottos like this, and we're going to show you the proof and evidence of the fact that, yes, this is the place where our early church fathers assembled. Okay, this is an area in the Greek Orthodox maintains this that not many people know about, but we're going to show you. Okay, guys, we are here at the first church, and we're going to go inside and show you. This is the church, the underground church, before it was rich and making big buildings. They lived in caves like this, running for their lives. So this is this church. We're going to walk you through. We're going to take you through a little tour and show you everything inside, and it's really, really amazing place. Okay, the first church here that we believe was with the Apostle James. We have a table here, and amazingly, they have a communion set up. So some people know about this place, and they do come here. And basically, what you would have to do is, the church was hidden. It wasn't, they were running for their lives. So this particular place was underground, connecting to tunnels and different things for the early church to escape. Okay, because the persecution was so heavy. So then we're going to go here inside and put the light on so you can see what's like in the cave. Now we begin to enter the cave. And as we do, we can see they're doing a lot to preserve it. But this is what they would have to do, is hide in places like this. All right, let's get a light. Okay, so now we've walked in through here into a cave, and in this cave is where the apostles met. And from what I understand, there was various escape hatches where they had to flee through various tunnels and, essentially run for their lives from the Jews, the Romans, as they assembled. So this is a cave underground. It may have been reused and repurposed as a cistern or some other things, but this is the first church. And as we walk through the passageway, we can see the table where they've prepared a communion. And as we walk up the stairs, there's also like a kind of basin to wash, and there's water in here. Okay, this is something called a mikvah. I want to be clear on what this is. what happened is the early church would do foot washing services. And you can see a little basin there for a pitcher. And what they would do is you put the pitcher there, and the person would go inside and sit, okay, and there you can see the space for the feet, and they would wash. So this is the upper room, close by the upper room, where the early church would assemble and do foot washing. Next, let's look at some proof and evidence to prove the authenticity of the site. Here is a letter of authenticity. This is found in a book, guys, which I really encourage you to get. It's called The Messianic Seal of the Jerusalem Church. And that's basically what this is. The Jerusalem Church is where this all started. And what we have here is artifacts with a seal. The seal includes a menorah, the base of which connects and forms the Star of David, which we call it now, but we don't really know what it was called back then. And then it continues into a fish. Now at this site, we had this seal. You see the menorah going down. This is the base, forms a star. And then the fish goes up, and the base of the fish is those 2 points and goes down. This was found at the site. And you can see a tav was on the eye of the fish, and this was the seal of the early church. And this we know from a period of time, a small period of time. Here's an oil lamp, menorah, star, fish. Okay, there were many of these artifacts found in many places, but in particular, the one that concerns us, okay, another one here, is this. This base was found in that area. We're going to look at what it says, but this proves that this, we believe, is the Apostle James. So here's another one. This is a base, and what they did is they would anoint by oil and pray for the sick. Okay, so here's the base. These two artifacts right here, guys, these are what were found in that area in excavations back in the 60s, the late 60s, okay? And again, these are the similar artifacts that we looked at. So what it means in Hebrew, the writing, is for the oil of the Spirit, okay? Now, what they're doing is they're doing what James did. This is James 5:14, where it said, "Is there any sick among you? Let the elders anoint with oil and pray for the sick." And that's exactly what we have on this inscription, for the oil of the Spirit. And this is the seal, guys. This is the seal of Jerusalem. And this was found there. Okay? So that's where I really encourage you to get this. Okay? These are the authors. The best I can tell, it's not an online book. You have to get the physical book like this. Someone gave this to me to use so I could take this information and share it with you. Really, really amazing. So within this, we have the evidence of the fact that this did in fact have these artifacts in the site that we're showing you. Okay, we are here at Zion Gate, and we're going to take a walk through Mount Zion. There's lots of bullet holes and different things that are in this gate. But we're just going to do a walk and give you a little bit of idea of a sense of how the location of the Zion Gate, which is the old city of the walls of Jerusalem here. And then we just walk this way. Here. And then we just turn around, and there's the main feature is what's called Dormition Abbey, and that we can see right there up top. Okay, and we can see from this sign here, we have the arrow pointing to Dormition Abbey. That is a church that is believed to be where Mary was buried. We got King David's tomb and Last Supper in this direction. So as we head now we will see. We're just going to pass it. We're not going to enter inside. We'll show you some other footage that we have. Okay, so this is the entrance there to the Last Supper. And again, that's just to give us a sense of, like, you can see how close everything is. All right, now as we enter in here, and as we come in, all right, we have things like this, not presently open. But right here, you can see the sign, King David's tomb, and it's closed right now, so we're not going there. But what we're doing is we are now heading through the rooms and everything outside to what's Mount Zion. So we wanted to do this quick walk with you to show you a vantage point of where everything is. Okay, so now as we walk, as we go, we have a more open area of what we call Mount Zion. So any of you visiting Jerusalem, you know, you can see how close everything is. And once you pass through, now this is Mount Zion. Okay, basketball court to your right. This is the church here. And let's take a little look. Well, it's open. Okay, as you come in, there's two sets of stairs. Oh, very nice. It's frankincense, huh? Oh, wow. Beautiful. And as we come down...
Excuse me?
Yes.
Can you go out?
Yes, I'm going.
Because they're coming now.
They're coming? Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay. Today is your Pentecost, correct? Yes, okay. My friend Moni told me. Okay. Now, today we have a procession from Greek Orthodox Church. And this is their celebration. And now we can look out. This is the field, and we're looking south now. But the procession is now entering the Church of St. James. Isn't that awesome, guys, to see that procession of Pentecost, to celebrate that day, the Feast of First Fruits, the Feast of Weeks, when the Ecclesia began, and we're in the first church. Very, very exciting. We have evidence here through the Apostle James. He was the Bishop of Jerusalem. We're showing you here some plastering and covering of this area where it was used as a cistern in later periods. But we have archaeology, we have proof, we have evidence of the seal of Jerusalem with the menorah, with the star, and with the fish. Clear signs of the first church. So guys, thanks for watching. We're going to have some more on this area, but let's remember our church fathers, or remember how they suffered persecution and fled their lives for their faith. Certainly the same thing would happen in these last days. So guys, we've told you about the underground synagogues and thing that the Sanhedrin, the same group that crucified Christ. Well, these are the early believers, our first church fathers. They also assembled underground like this, and the upper room. We're going to show you some of those things in the future. But look at this. This is how they met. This is where they anointed in oil the the first church. We have the evidence of this, guys. So thanks for watching.